So today we're going to be talking watches, of course. So I think I should just get my wristwatch check out of the way. I've been attached to this watch lately. If you can see, hold up, get a good look at that. That is the Kokomo the first, right? And this was a gift from Kokomo Watch Company, KWC, for me reaching 3,000 subscribers. And yes, I wear it proudly. This watch has really like just I don't know. It's just affected my whole life. Jay Jones, what's going on, man? Welcome in, bro. Appreciate you watching right now. And if you guys will, in the comment section, or even if you're catching this on a replay, I would like to know what watch that you were wearing, or as this conversation goes on, what we're going to talk about today, let me know your affordable milestone timepiece. And that's what we're going to be talking about today is what's going on with Thelonious. We're going to be talking about that affordability, man. So if you guys haven't seen, I dropped a video. Actually, it was a live. And I had some phenomenal people on there, man. We had Watching James, man. We had JP from Noctua Watches. And then we had my man Chris, Merrily on Time, man. Just two Canadians and man and an Australian. So we were international, baby. Matter of fact, we're worldwide. Now, that was a very interesting live, and I encourage you, if you hadn't seen it, please go back and check that out, man, because James is, man, he's on one. And what I mean by that is this guy is his mindset. Um, it's like he's reminding like somebody that's gotten too far out in collecting, you become a little, let's say, I'm not gonna say callous, but if your watch collecting journey has become like meh because of all the different stuff, kind of jump starts this thought process. Like, what is a grill? What is a milestone piece? What is your favorite piece? And you know what I'm saying? So this is what I want to talk about today, right? What's up, Oscar? Welcome in. Watchman 54. Chase Dura Flight Commander, Black Dial, wrapped in gold. He said wrapped in gold. That's what I'm talking about. That live stream was amazing, man. Bro, Skyler, salute to you anyway. Bro, that one, of all the videos I've done, there's certain videos that I've done or lives that I've done that just really hit me. And it wasn't so much the star power that was on the screen, it was more of the conversation, right? Because I know it, man, let's keep it real. When, like, when you think about who's on your live, and again, I appreciate them for coming up because like it's not guaranteed. People got busy lives. There's a lot of stuff going on, but like when you have somebody that is a darling of YouTube, man, people love like Watching James, man, really on time, and JP. They all have their own audience, right? And these people, and I look through their comments, man. People are really like they riding with him on his journey, and that's what James actually put out a video, I think yesterday or today, about the journey, and then he a call to action. He did a call to action like, hey, if you're not subscribed, and I didn't put that in the thing in the link, but if you're not subscribed to Watching James, man, dude, that's crazy. Fun fact, it's crazy. When he was like, you're Watching James, his hands like this. I never paid attention to it, but like he's forming a W. Watching James, you see what he did there? I saw what he did there. I was like, yo, got a chance to like sit back and talk with him for a good hour, bro. We talked for a good hour, man. The dude he's legit. What's up, Lee? No fight, just give up the good. Oh my gosh. Oh man, Thelonious. Nah, I'm not, bro. Just got on red. Nobody move. Put your hands up. Oh, that's why you was like, hey. Man, you crazy, bro. We may not be here this long because I actually have another meeting I have to go to. But let's jump into some watches, man. So I don't know what you guys consider affordable luxury, or if you have it. One of the things that we alluded to the other day was what the grill was. We kind of got a definition of what it is, and if you guys have been paying attention to YouTube, one of the biggest things that was launched, was it yesterday, was the or day before yesterday. Actually, it's 2 days now. The Omega Speedy, right, goes up in size. It gets a new movement, gets a facelift, if you will, or a new dial. It has the meteorite, right? And you're talking about 1,600 pounds, but for the most part, it's anywhere from 18 to $20,000. Now, I didn't see this with my own eyes, but listening to, I think I was on the Hangout yesterday. Somebody stated that they saw it for as much as 35K, because that thing is like super hard to. I guess because it just came out, it's going. Somebody got it up for sale already for 35K, and trust me, somebody's going to pay for it. Somebody's going to pay for it. To sew, the lock, two-tone, automatic, 230, good deal. Yup. Yup. $230. Heck yeah, that's a great deal. That's a great deal, man. They look behind you, put your hands up. Dang, he robbing you. That's crazy. That new Omega is 17.1 USD. Yeah. Depending on where you get to, that's the low end, bro. There's some already boasting 18,000 and 19.5 in certain areas. Yeah. So, and then I'll tell you guys in a little bit what the plans are tomorrow, because I'm going live tomorrow. Big plans tomorrow. Hey, so today we're talking watches, right? We're talking timepieces, we're talking collections, we're talking the mood of collectors, right? So that's what we are. If you got here, that's because you like watches and you like to be a part of the conversation. So that's what we talk about. Nothing else. Keep that in mind. The one company I'm going to talk about starting off, boom, Swiss watch company. Oh, and we got a super. We got a super chat. Thank you so much, Oscar. Appreciate that so much, bro. Oh man, appreciate that. That's right. You got shot. You got sniped. With that bug crap. I got shooters in the crowd. Boy, I got shooters, man. So, Swiss watch company. They do have a new logo, and this watch I've had this watch for 2 years. I've shown this watch before, but let me give you what you're getting in this pack, right? So you have an additional strap, like FKM rubber, and this rubber has yet to touch. Look what they did. Look at this design. This is what they give you in this robe, right? And then, of course, you get the watch in there. So I'll pull that watch out. And this is called the MK2 Diver. Now, this is something that I researched the company, and Swiss Watch Company was actually founded, 1996. And they started off making watches for first responders and like military, right? So that's always a plus, because a lot of us support our first responders, man. We get behind them. So they were making timepieces for them. Yo, I was just about to text you. What's going on, Robert Wood? Man, he's been leaning forward for 8 months. Thank you so much for being a member. Watch people. Y'all had a great show last night too, man. Hey, y'all got to follow Robert Wood and the crew, man, over there at the Watch Hangout. Yeah, I sat there and I was doing some other stuff, but I was listening to the conversation, man. You guys are hilarious. And Jen is, yeah, she's one of a kind, man. Appreciate that. Let's see, Lee, two. All right, so now Stephen is the father, right? He started that this company, but he worked for the Swatch Group, right? He did the QC. So he overseen millions of watches that people just go crazy over right now. But the thing about it is he has his own watch. And their first one was a diver. And that was in 2018. Yes, I did some research. I did a little research. But I mean, I talked to Jacob, like that's the son. I talked to him when I was introduced to him 2 years ago. And he was excited about the brand. Now, you do see, like, it's kind of, what's that? Omega Seamaster-esque. You got scalloped edges and stuff like that. Regulated. I've shown this watch many times before, but we're talking about affordable luxury that could be a milestone, you know. So if you're one that this business, this company, Swiss watch company, family owned, these watches have been rated, but they're not talked about a lot on YouTube, you know. And I think the only time really is if somebody received one of the watches in the mail from them, or it just happened to be at a wind-up fair. But of 2 years of having this watch, and it's a pretty sizable timepiece. Like if you like the bigger pieces, but I'm gonna say this: anybody that like a 43 millimeter or above, yeah, you'll definitely love this watch right here. Plus the colorways, you can get this for $4.99. $4.99. Now, they do run sales every once in a while. I haven't seen one. If you sign up for the email blast, you'll get that. But the other thing too, I'll tell you how to shop these guys, right? If you are in an area when they go to a windup, if you find out the Swiss Watch Company is going to be in your area at a watch fair, be it the windup or minutes and hours, go and get the percentage off, because they do, man. They do honor, if you show up, they do honor that, and that's the best time to get it. And I'm gonna tell you something, just based off of how this watch is, the AR coating, the lume, the build, it feels amazing. The finishing, and this is an older piece, so they do nothing but get better. And then somebody that has been in charge of QC for Swatch Group, oh yeah, his credentials, man. This is like going to a doctor, I believe. If you look and you see a doctor is like a 4.5 star, 4.9 star, something like that. Yeah, credentials is right there, man. Because people go, I mean, people are fawning after Omega anyway. You know, it's like one of the best brands in the world to get that's considered to be affordable in comparison to a FP Journe or a Vacheron, if you will. I think so, Joe. It has to do something with your car, bro. It has something to do with your car, because it didn't show me anything wrong on my end. So I don't know. Check and see if it was you'll have to contact your people to make sure it wasn't a expired issue or something like that. Because I didn't see nothing on my end. Trap so far only brought one watch this year, and that's the Aragon Mystery. And you know what, Jay Jones, you know, like based on that conversation we had the other day when all of us were up on the screen, I think that's important to, like, whatever watch you buy next, right? That should be a piece that not just because it's on sale, but something that you got identified with, something that you like, and maybe something that you want to put into your everyday. But I was thinking about what watches are significant, right? And I'll bring up another watch that when we're talking about at the $500 mark. Now, of course, the Glycine Airman can reach above the $500 mark, but they do have some that I think this watch has. I think I saw it at like $488. I want to say I had seen it at $488. Correct me if I'm wrong. You can go to Astros, because right now I haven't looked at their website in a couple of days, but the last 2 days I saw, I think they had a couple of, I'll show you in a second. They had the GMT, and I know that was under $500. And they had a couple of these that was at $488. The rest of them were like $554, $5 something. But still, it's well under that it's under $600. I was gonna say under $1,000, but I think the most expensive one I saw was just under $600, and you're still getting a Solita 330, right, or the ETA equivalent, and you got to watch that once you wind it. And I'm telling you, and you don't necessarily have to have a GMT, but I think based on GMTs are still going crazy, GMTs, and I think stone dials are going crazy right now, right? Outside of the news of Omega. You can get these watches relatively cheap, inexpensive. And you got to think too, anybody that is military based or you support military, you know that helicopter pilots were using these in World War II. The military, this watch actually went on 2 space missions, this particular one. So that is a not only just something that's affordable, but it does have its place in history. You're not gonna hear about it as much because there's other things that takes precedence over that. You know what I'm saying? Popularity is key, man. So Glycine is owned by Invicta. So there's people who's like, they're on the fence about it. I haven't had a problem out of this watch, and I wear this on a regular basis. This is a go-to timepiece. New Diver 60 with the bikini bottom dial. I like that, bro. I do like that watch, honestly. And you know what the loneliest? I would get that watch. I will call you later after work if that's cool. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Come on, bro. Yeah, shoot, just hit me up, bro. Uh, Debo loses at the end of the movies. We've got some great guests coming in the next two shows, two on Tuesday. You'll love it. Okay. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to miss it. I'm not going to miss it, man. I enjoy watching y'all shows, man. That stuff right there. Ben 10, what's up, man? So Ben 10, man, we did a wrist check. I'm still rocking this. But I was talking about this piece right here being a very affordable piece. And none of these watches that I'm showing you guys, I didn't put the paid promotion in there because I bought all these watches. You know what I'm saying? And I don't get any kickbacks I just want to share this information because I think sometimes we get caught up in a rat race of buying new watches because they are affordable and like you want to scratch that itch. But I think sometimes you got to sit down. I don't know. Maybe 2025 is that year that kind of reflect. Now I can't put my lifestyle on you guys because this is a year I want to reflect, enjoy, learn more. Like I am literally learning more about watches. I want to create my own watch, which I've already inquired about that. There's a couple of steps that I have to take to make that a reality, but working towards learning more this year and enjoying the journey. Like, yes, I'm taking, James, if you watch this, yes, I'm taking some of your thunder, sir. I saw your video on, like, join me on this journey. Because it is. I get to enjoy some stuff. Sticking in the realm of Glycine, here's a piece that I absolutely enjoy. That right there is the Golden Eye. Now, there's two versions to this. One is GL0073 and the other one is 0093. Which one do I have? I got 93, I believe. They're both golden eye. And I have to see what the difference is. I think it may be, I can't remember what the difference in both of them were. But they both have that rose tone gold on it. They both, and unless you take this watch apart, you don't know which one it is. Either the Salida or the Etta. Again, same, right? They function the same. In this watch, and this is not the original strap. Now, that was the one thing I did not like. If you do get this watch, if you can find it, I hated the strap. So it was funky, like leather and canvas stitched together. Man, it was like, it was almost as if they said, hey, we just gonna put if you know about the car industry, there are some cars that come on dummy wheels, right? It's not the real tires that come on these things, just depending on how they're shipped to you. That's what that was. It was just a prompt to say, hey, this is just to get you there. You have to change out the strap. Because I looked at the strap and I wouldn't wear it. That's how much I hated it. I said, yeah, I'm not gonna wear that. So I went on Amazon immediately and I bought this. You can actually see through that thing. You see, hold on, you see that right there? You can see through there. Great fit and finish. Makes it very elegant. Let me get into this chat real quick. All good in the Trap Universe hood. Yes, sir. Sandeep, what's going on? Good morning. Or is it afternoon for you? Tag glass box go hard. I'm adding one to my collection this year. Really? Okay. Yes, it's important to just reflect and wear what you have. These are the things I say to myself as I buy. And we all do it though, man. We all do it, bro. Yeah, I love it. Man, I'm hoping Tudor brings the 5 link to the BB 58, the Black Bay 58 this year, so I can add that. Oh man, you guys are about to hit some heavy hitters, man. Some heavy hitters. And even though we're talking about affordable, I'm calling it affordable luxury, right? Because it is a luxury to buy a piece. I think this is probably, I'm gonna say this is the most luxurious glycine I own right here. Fits into, just hits different, right? But this one was 377, and you're still getting Swiss made movement. You're still getting sapphire crystal. The lume on it is, sorry about that. The lume on it is pretty good. It's pretty good. It's not the best, but it works. It's functional. But I'm just, man, check that watch out. The case back seals. So yeah, man, I think these options right here, Glycine is one of the best options you can get. Yeah, I got a ride coming to pick me up, y'all. That's why I say I'm not gonna be here long. Yes, I'm not driving today. It's 12 a.m. here, Trap. Listen to the most positive in his delight. Thank you, thank you. I like the Black Bay 58, 925 on the NATO, but it's going to look marvelous on a bracelet. Pray for at least 2 Aragons in 2025. I got a new Aragon, y'all. I got it. So I'm going to show you guys. I got 2 watches in, right? I did not pay for these watches. These were on trade. These are traded. I traded a watch and I got some watches, and it's all to the good. And I'm going to showcase those Friday. I'm going through this phase with them. One of them is an Aragon. The other one is a deep blue. Yo, it's and it's a virtuoso. This thing has so many different little facets on it, so I'm gonna have to do that one by itself. It's gonna be a whole video by itself. I'm not even gonna put it with the deep blue. I'll probably do like a random Rob thing where I'll be like, hey, got these in? See y'all Monday or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's going to be like that because that Aragon by itself is crazy. It's a crazy watch. G-Shock's an affordable one. They had, you know what? I don't know the number. Was it the 2100? I like the Casio G-Shocks. I mean, now don't get me wrong. They do have, and I know Space G. He has one of those like the round shape G-Shock. I don't know the number on that one, but like I like the Casio G-Shocks. I've owned more of those than any other G-Shock in history, and I don't have any right now because I've given them all out or sold them. You know what I'm saying? They come in and they've been used for special items, man, like raising money and stuff like that for special events. But I'll say that Casio is probably like can I call that universal? Because it fits like so many different facets, man. It's like it's not as robust. Or the G-Shock Square. I like the G-Shock Square one. Yeah, I like that one too. But I'm gonna say Casio for the win. I like that one. I've been thinking about trading, but it's hard to let go of my trophies. Whew, oof, oof, bro. The round one is probably the DW 6900. Okay, thank you. That's the one. That's the most affordable one, I believe, because you can get that one for like $60. 50 just depends on where you get it from, but I think it's like average price around $60. Saw yesterday a G-Shock for 8,000. Oscar, I have a video of a G-Shock that is it the one Mr. G? I have a video. I'm gonna drop it. I went over to Maury Jewelers and recorded it. It was expensive too. That one was like, I think it was like $6,000. Yeah, I think it was 6,000 used. I was like, yo, that's crazy. I think it had like either diamonds or rubies in it. It was like it was a gemstone set in it or something like that. Yeah, I have the video. I'll drop it later on today. So you got the DW 5600 square. Okay. Yeah, so either one of those, bro. Back on the road. Okay. All right, bro. Eyes front. Just listen. Let's see. Okay, so I think I got through all that. Now, so I've shown you guys the Glycine. I'm gonna tell you another one that I have that I absolutely enjoy wearing. And I don't put it on YouTube as much or anything else, but this right here, that upper Brookville, right there, that's an Islander piece. Now, I bought this watch last year, right? And I looked at it when it was I think it was $369. It has a Miota movement in it. See that blue Islander rotor. Gives you something really nice to look at. The font on the back is simple. It tells you the movement. You got the Islander. Oh, hold on, wait a minute. How you doing? Got to get my assistant. So, you have, hold on. Let's see. Work with me now. Work with me. Goodness, it's kind of hard getting being nosy. So, anyway, 9015 Islander and Sapphire Crystal. Nothing a lot. There's not a lot back there. But this right here I think is very important. The date for this watch, because it's dressy, man. This is a dressy timepiece, right? Because look how all the high polish. And I bought this. I can't remember exactly what month. I have to go back and see what month. But I remember when I got this watch, Erebus was launching theirs. That's how long I had this. When Erebus launched their the model that they have closest to this. Okay, y'all know the name of that Erebus that Jody launched. And I was like, dang, I said, I just bought this one. But I don't regret it. I don't regret it. And I'm going to eventually get an Erebus put in my collection, which is another option. This one, if you are an Islander fan, they have one. It has a black dial on it right now. It's $197, $197, and it got a Miota 19 on it. Again, I didn't tag or didn't put anything where you can go over there, but just Islander watches go. It's still a part of the sale he had from Black Friday and Christmas and stuff like that. Bro, you want to talk about a watch that is, oh man. I think this thing is like just under 11 millimeters tall. I think it's like 10 something. This thing is crazy, man. And I got a pair of, now even though it's a dressy watch, I wear my jeans with it. I have a pair of Nike foam posits, same color. It's the same color. And I've had those foam posits for like, I don't know, 11 years. Still look good too. But yeah, look at that, man. And I paid under $200 for this one. Look at that bracelet. This thing's solid, bro. Let me see what y'all think about this one. Greetings from Turkey. Man, thank you. Erebus gets a lot of respect in Europe, it seems. I have to get one. The blue of that rotating rotor is fire. The accent, yes. The ascent. I said the accent. How does that Islander compare to Jody's Erebus? Now, that's the thing is like I have to get the Erebus in, and I definitely want to compare both. And it'll come at one point. Maybe, I'll reach out to Jody and see if he'll allow me to get a loaner piece, just to check it out. And I think a loaner piece will end up would mess around with me, end up being like, hey Jody, send me an invoice, man. I'm buying this. Seems eerily close to an Oyster Perpetual. It is. It is that is a version of it, right? Same case design and stuff like that. Just you still get a high beat movement in this thing, but it's extremely affordable. And this one, and that's what we're talking about, just like having affordable hitters. This one is definitely, I'm good. This one is definitely one that I recommend. You may not want they don't have this colorway left anyway. Because when Mark sells out of stuff, man, like he may bring it back, but I know I haven't seen this one come back. He still has one. It's I think the newest Brookville, was it Blue Dial? That was 369. 369. And let's keep it 100 with each other. How many people in here, by show of hands or comments, how many people judge the watch based on the movement? You may love the watch, right? You like the design of it, and then if you find out it had an MH35, you'll bypass. You'll be like, Or if you do decide to go with that NH35, you start thinking in your mind, you know what, I'll buy that, but it has to be the right price. I think that's a legitimate question. I think that's legitimate, to be honest. Now I have some other watches in here. They're well above the $900 mark. I just got them with me, but just want to put into comparison something that let's do this. So when you say the name Hamilton, I'm pretty sure y'all know what watch I'm about to show you guys. Well, let me change my crown real quick. I gotta adjust the crowns on it. Y'all see it down there at the bottom. Y'all see what watch I got. Alright, I'm just sitting like I know what I'm doing. Making sure my plane is flying correct. So this right here, if you bought this, retail for this watch is $1,100 and some change. You can find this pre-owned, maybe around $700-800. You may, if you're lucky, like me, you get it less than that. But Hamilton name is one, synonymous with quality. Two, it is a historical brand. And it is the most shown watch on any TV show or movie, period. It is the movie star's watch. Significant. So if you got one of these, you put it in your collection, you may feel some type of way. I don't know what will motivate you to get this watch. But watch this over. And they do have some, like if you get, their regular field watches, you can get those quartz one at $380, and that's a quartz piece. Automatic ones are around $700, between $600 and $700. You do, depending on if you go to Joma Shop or something like that, you might find some $5 and some change. So that could squeak a little bit into this category. But in comparison, this has its place in history, right? The field piece, World War II, combat sub. Now this was being worn by first responders and military operatives as well as divers. This was being utilized like in the 65-ish 70s. They were using this watch, but most definitely was using this one. World War II. I said World War II. Vietnam War. This was being worn. So you can literally find pieces that correspond with not just quality, but like the history of something, right? Then, of course, you can find Zodiacs for pre-owned for under that $500 mark. Yeah, I've seen these on eBay at times like $350, right? And these are pretty solid. Now, I've heard complaints about these, though. I've heard people complain about the movements failing. I haven't had an issue. Let's see. Airbus is the one made by Just One More Watch. Yep, it is. And I wonder how they both compare to the Citizen. Could possibly get that. Man, you know what? That's an idea, bro. I could possibly make that happen. You got your girlfriend a Brookville for Christmas of 2023, and she loves it. Okay. Do you know if Joma Shop finance watches credit? They do. So they're going to go through. Oh my gosh. They do. So you have to go like there's an option down there. I can't remember exactly which one it is, but they have one you can pay it back in 3 months, 6 months, or a year. So they do have an option. But keep in mind, if you do that, there's a percentage that you have to pay back. And The sooner you pay it back, the less you have to pay. The longer you pay, then you know what I'm saying. Like, so if the watch is $1,000, you may pay $100 over. So if it's a watch that's worth it to you, you know, I mean, I can't give you any financial advice, but I'm just telling you what to look forward to. There is a percentage that you have to pay back more the longer out you go. They probably have Affirm. Yes, thank you, Delonis. Affirm. Karma. You know what? Kalorna does have, and you can go through Kalorna yourself. You can start an app. I mean, start that up yourself. Kalorna Pay. Karma is another one. But what will end up happening is you go set it up with your bank, and then they'll take out a certain dollar amount every month. Then, boom, there you go. And they'll tell you participating places, and Joma Shop is one of them. I know because I did it before. Straight, no chaser. Joma finances through Affirm. Yes, okay, thank you. I'm looking closer at movements now, but I personally believe there is so much more to a watch than the movement, despite it being a very important aspect. And the thing too, Skylar, is the amount. The other thing I want to talk about was the amount of money that you will pay for a watch, right? So there are some watches that are $500, right? NH35. And I've talked to a couple of collectors where they say that's why I'm done. But then you think about this, William Wood at the $900 to just $1,000 for, you do have an NH35 in there. However, the rest of the watch has components of the history of firefighters in his family, right? So there's like, I would say, before you judge and say you won't do it, you know, it has to be something that you really get behind. And I think sometimes what'll help you make these decisions, if it's important to you, by going to these watch fairs. Because you may want to get behind, you know, company-owned businesses. Hold on, let me see. Trap, I wonder how do titanium watch case and bracelet look to its steel counterparts? You know what? I have some, and I don't have any with me right now. I have some titanium pieces, man. It looks phenomenal, bro. Like I have an Aragon that looks pretty good, man. I have a titanium Citizen piece, super titanium, looks great. And my, oh my gosh, can't think of the other one, man. I have a couple of titanium pieces, man. They look good, man. In comparison to steel, just depending on how they do it, man. And I think the roughest cut though is the Aragon, and I like that one because it does look utilitarian. It looks like it's made for war. Like, hey, I'm gonna put this on. I'm about to go out here and fight the world. So that's, you got that Terminator look to it. So yeah. And then again, I think that depends on like how you want to go about. You know what I'm saying? What's the style you're looking for? I would never say no to a watch just because it had an NH in it. In my honest opinion, that's preposterous considering the movement goes to town for a long time. It do. Just stating this, bro. I have no problem with the NH35, man. I don't. I have a lot of watches with the NH35, and it's cool having a Salida movement or having a high beat. But again, I have Miyota movement in here. And we got Salida movement. And now this isn't a $500 option. All right, I just want to show this because it got the meteorite, and I thought it was appropriate to show a meteorite dial piece in comparison to that Omega. Just throwing that out there. I know some people. I know your Omega fans out there. Still like to watch, but I'll stick to paying under $17,000. So yes. Let's see my ride. Nope. I'm looking out for my ride because I'm like, hey, I don't want to miss or have my ride waiting for me too long. I would never say, okay, yeah, I read that one. And you know what other watches disappears the oxidized layer reforms on its own? You know the other one too. One thing I do like the watches with those dials in them, like the stone dials, like the tiger eye and stuff like that. Those are actually used for like PTSD patients, right? Therapeutic and counseling. They use those stones. There's certain things that's crazy because I've went through so many different counselors and stuff like that, and I actually had a stone where it's rubbing the stone. They're like tiger's eye. Like if you had a stone that's real smooth, rub that thing and then you set it down. You look at it. It's just I don't know. It's just something about looking at that. And I have an Invicta piece with tiger's eye, and I could just sit and look at it, stare. It's soothing. It's soothing. That's the other thing too, man. You should be able to look at your watch and just enjoy it. Just be like, man, this thing is beautiful. And you didn't pay a whole lot for it, man. And it may be the best piece in the world. And I learned a valuable lesson about calling something a starter watch. Because some people, like, you consider a starter watch could be somebody's grail. And if you think not, you can't. That's an argument you have to take up with that person. And they're not bending. You may end a friendship or decrease having one. Because people take that stuff personal when they spend their money on something that they think is cool, and then you come with your more expensive piece and you belittle what they just got. And they're like, man, I just bought me a Casio Duro, and I love this watch. It's the best thing I've ever bought, right? How much you pay for that? Is it $50? Yeah, $50, man. Like, dude, best $50 I ever spent. I love this watch. Yeah, it's cool, but it's not this though. They're like, so? And if you said that to Lee, he mess around and take your watch from you. So be careful. If you had a time grapher, NH4R is easy to regulate and get it spot on. Yep. I have 7 minutes. Okay. That's my ride, y'all. Robert Wood, correct. I have regulated. Thank you, Trap, for enlightening me. No problem, man. AliExpress is the move, man. AliExpress is the move. Mine was given to me by my guys at the watch hangout. I have a Tiger's Eye dial watch as well, made by Groin. $20? Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Casio Duro Batman version. Yep. Pesky interruptions. I'm wearing a watch I built not that traveled around the world to different countries for an event on watch cars. They came back to me running only -6 seconds a day. Now, okay, -6. All right, I just want to make sure I get all the comments. Titanium is nice because it helps. Oh yeah, I read that self-healing aspect. The Millipede Evo is my attainable grail. And that right there, man, speaks volumes, bro. And I didn't, y'all know, normally I bring a lot of watches with me, man, but I just want to bring these. If you guys just got here, these are affordable options that I recommend to anyone. This is the Glycine Combat Sub GoldenEye, and this is the GL0093. And then I have the Glycine Airman Chief, another watch that's inexpensive, that it hits you around that $400 to $500 mark. I'm gonna say between $400 to $600. Right? I'm waiting, man. I really would like to get. They have the Kraken. The Kraken is a really nice timepiece that they have. I'm not talking Invicta Kraken. Glycine has a Kraken. It's a basic skin diver. Nothing like too extravagant, but it's a great everyday wear. And I've only seen it 1 or 2 times being showcased on YouTube, and that's a shame. Man, Glycine has so many different options in their repertoire, and it just does not get the airtime it should, man. I'm like, dude, because people do, like those people that's like, I want a Swiss-made timepiece, and I don't want to break the bank. I'm like, Glycine is it. You got your history. You can go all the way back to 1914. I believe he originally made watches for women, and I think, according to history, I think he was the first one to make a movement small enough for that case for women, right? A movement that was designed for the case. And I think they also said he made the component for the automatic movement. I believe that's what that said, right? But there's a couple of people that's claiming that they were the first to create an automatic movement. I had to do some more research on that one because I saw an article that they said Invicta was the first company to make the automatic movement, and I was like, I don't know about that because on record, Invicta's first employee was in the 1900s, so it's kind of like, hey, you didn't make your first watch to the 1900s, even though the company said that it was built or founded in 1837. That's debatable, I guess. But then again, when we're talking about Swiss Watch Company, they didn't build their very first watch until 2018, though they were actually helping other watches. And you know what's crazy? They help build watches, and they're still doing it today. They're helping manufacturing certain watches. I got to do a deeper dive and see who they are doing it for, because this is slept on material. I think I have. If you go on my description, I believe I left. No. Sorry, I didn't put it in the description. But just go over to SwissWatchCompany.com and look at the watches that they have. Inexpensive. Slept on. These are slept on. I'm telling you, because they don't get the advertisement at all. And I'm not a spokesperson for them. I'm just telling you, I like the watch. This thing is built. This is it. That's it right there. Let me get it to. If you were asked to design your dream mod watch, what specifications would you ask for in terms of watch parts? You know what's crazy, man, is I would actually, for the NH, I would like to have Miota. I would like to have the high beat movement, but I would ask for something that can take a beating, because my first watch, and it's funny that you say that, because this notebook I have that I bring with me every time has my ideal parts for a watch, and I want something that can take a beating, something robust, right? So I would love to have sort of like what Certina does, where they have the components to protect the movement. I would definitely want that, because I want a watch that's active, because that's what I'm used to. That's what I've always known. My favorite watches, period, has been worn by people that I respected. My godfather, which was a police chief in Chicago, and police officer, and of course all the people that I knew that was in my family or whatever, military. So that's one of the components, like the double security, robust movement that can take a beating. So if that's an NH35, which y'all know NH35, say what you will, and I don't care about it being thick. People wear thick watches. They pick and choose what they want to wear, and I will put something out that people will feel comfortable wearing daily. So now the other things, I do want a sapphire crystal. We'll definitely want a sapphire crystal in Loom, bro. Like the Loom part, that's important to me, man. I love Loom, man. Definitely love Loom. And yeah, I got some other components in there, man. We can talk on Instagram, because I don't want to get too many of my ideas out there, man, and y'all mess around and make the watch that I was supposed to make. I'll be sitting there looking crazy, like, well, Trap, you gave me the idea, you put it out there, fair game. I can't argue with that. I would love a cap and hyphy movement. Man, stop, Vic. Get out of here. Hey, Trap, my favorite affordable piece is the helm. Oh, Vanuatu. Man, you don't hear about helm like that, man. I put my name on Helm's thing. I wanted to get a helm, bro. Like, people can say what they want about Rolex not being able to get, like, hey, man, I've been on this wait list for Rolex for a year, and I finally got it. Well, I've been on the helm wait list for 2 years, and I ain't get nothing. I said, I was so disappointed. Like, what? And watch came, and I know that you can buy a helm used, but I wanted to go experience the newness experience. I wanted to experience it new, man. Like, maybe one day. Be there in 10 minutes? Okay. I am paying attention. I'm just getting to it. All right, so I got 5 minutes. If she said 10, I got 5. I'll write your name on the case back. Hey, you know what? I'll take that, bro. I listen. I appreciate that. Matter of fact, it's time to switch my watch over, and then I have to do my Fire Watch for Instagram. I don't know what that's going to be, but I'm throwing on my Zodiac right now. Switch. Oh, so yeah. Let me get cracking, man. Let me get cracking. Cause I still got to put all this stuff up. You got 3. I said 10 minutes ago, 7 minutes ago. Get out of here. All right, y'all. I'm gonna get up out of here before my ride keep riding by. I appreciate you guys. Watch. Oh! For those that stay in here, tomorrow I set up a meeting because somebody said they wanted to see Grand Seiko. So guess what we're gonna see tomorrow? We're taking a trip, man. It's like a Mr. Rogers slash Trapvision type of deal. We're going to an AD. We're going on a field trip tomorrow. I'll take you guys with me. We're gonna look at plenty. They're gonna pull out Grand Seiko, and we're gonna go through that as well as Breitling. And they do not have any available Omegas. They don't have any, and I don't know what they have, but the bulk of tomorrow's show is going to be wrapped around Grand Seiko. So for the few people that wanted to see Grand Seiko, I have it available. It will be available. We'll see it firsthand. Any questions that you guys have, you'll be able to do that. And if you want to shop ahead or look, the link will be in the description for you guys. It will be a paid promotion tomorrow, all right? And if you guys have any requests while I'm there, please drop it in there. I'll tell you everything that you need to know about Moyers if you've never been. That's where we're going, to Moyers Jewelers tomorrow. From 10:30 till whenever. So, all right, y'all. I'm out of here. Thank you guys for watching. Appreciate this. If you like, you could share it out. And then make sure you follow people that's in the chat, like Skylar and Riskful Ignorance and stuff like that. We're still waiting on Riskful to drop some videos. Get it right. And I know you heard that. And I know you driving. I know you hear me, bro. Can you hear me, though? All right, y'all, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Until tomorrow. Y'all be blessed.